Welcome back to the channel, citizens, and your screen is fine, I promise you. You're going to find out why I am devoid of colour very shortly. So today we're talking head tracking. Now, there's lots of different types of head tracking and eye tracking out there, like the Tobii eye tracker, and head tracking stuff with little IR sensors all over your head. But this one is free and it's built into Star Citizen itself. Now, I didn't even know it was a thing. I thought it was just for facial features and stuff like that, but it works. Now, I'm going to show you what I've got and then we'll go into it. So, I've not got anything special. So what I'm using to record me is the Razer Keo non-pro thing. I'm not made of money. But what I'm going to be using for the eye tracker is this very cheap, I'll hold it up to the camera. Now this is a very cheap Microsoft camera. It is absolutely bog standard basic camera. It was an old one that I had lying around for no reason, but it's come in handy now. So I was using the Razer Keo to do this, but then I found this and I thought, I wonder if I could get them both hooked up at the same time. Now I've looked back on some of the footage, and if it lags, it's because OBS and my computer and this heat in the UK right now isn't really enjoying it. But I'm going to show you now how I got it working, and working pretty damn well. So let's get into it. So as you can see here, I've got a graphics card that gives me a video broadcast. So if you are using this solely, then I suggest going to your configurations and getting your saturation and bringing it right down. There. Now, for some reason it seems to want to work better black and whitey, which is all well and good. However, I then, for science, went to use the Webcam, the very cheap Microsoft camera from God knows when, and that seemed to work okay. So it's up to you how you want to play it. If you're going to use this solely, you may as well use NVIDIA Broadcast and black and white yourself up. If not, it seems to work okay using a cheap webcam as well. So I'm going to go into the game now and we're going to get set up and see how it goes. So I've just come into the single player race. Now to set it up, if you go to press escape, go to options and go to comms, VoIP and head tracking. Now what you want to do is scroll down to your faceware. So you got faceware camera device, so if you click on that, you should have your cameras or camera. So obviously I'm using the cheap Microsoft Life 3000 or whatever it is, but you can also see I've got my NVIDIA and etc. No rotation, faceware, enable VoIP, which obviously we've just done, and then press calibrate. When you calibrate, you'll get this strange image here, which makes you look like a weird Mr. Potato Man. Now, you can see it's tracking rather well. It hasn't lost it yet. So that's good to go. Calibrated true is tracking true. Once you're happy with that, you can scroll down to the toggle options. So you want head tracking general toggle enabled, yes. Use position offsets, yes. Auto recalibrate, yes. Disable while seated, no, because obviously you want it on when you're seated. And disable during first person shooters, yes, because you'll probably just throw up everywhere. But that's completely up to you what you want to toggle with there. Keep scrolling down and you'll get to the sliders. So head tracking general disable after X seconds of missing input. So after 2 seconds that it loses my head track, it will just go straight back to center for you. Sensitivity for pitch, yaw and roll are 8.5, 8.5 and 1.5. Faceware tracking threshold in degree is 2.5. Dead zone for yaw and pitch is 12.1 and 6. Dead zone for roll is 5.9. Now these are just because what I've been playing around with. You may have to set yours up differently for how sensitive you want it, but this is just a generalization to get you going. Smoothing speed is 0.7 and smoothing threshold in degrees is 3. So this just makes, when you're moving, makes it all a little bit smoother instead of being one janky son of a gun. So that's what I've got at the moment. So let's go and see how it works in the actual game. And as you can see, I can look left, look right, look down, and look all the way up over my head. Now this makes it pretty cool, and even subtle movements just give you a good degree of turn there. can see I'm not moving my head much on the camera down here, hello. But in game, obviously, this is why you set dead zones. But if you're getting shot at, and you want to check that crotch, yeah, the old meat and veg are still intact. I've also set a couple of buttons which will cancel. So if I look over there, this will just cancel it automatically, and there you go, I can look around. So if it is annoying you, you can just switch it off. You can do that in your key bindings. And also, as well as cancel, I've got just set back to straight. So look directly at your camera, set it straight, and off you go, if it ever loses it. But I will admit, so far, it's not really lost its way. For example, if you go around this corner, say, you can look all the way up and see exactly where you want to go. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I can look at that building while I'm going around it, and it's working brilliantly. For those of you who don't have the money or don't want to spend the money on something that you're not sure of product-wise yet, i.e. the Tobii eye tracker, which is a couple of £100, and Track IR, which you have to make your own thing and have something clipped to your head, this may be a quick compromise. And for me, so far, it seems to be working pretty damn good. So I'm going to go in now to Vandal Swarm and have a bit of a fight, bit of a shooty shoot, and see how it plays out. Obviously, you can look up, you can look down. Pretty cool. Probably should be looking at my target. So I can track him now with my head. And that actually made it nice and easy. The fact that I can just look up, follow him, so I can track him now with my head. Look at that, it's pretty cool. There's someone up here. There he is. So I'm looking way above where I could look without this. Here we are. Check the crotch is intact.
There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Looking pretty tight. I probably should have wore better pants, but there we go. Right, so I've got someone on my tail now, so I should be able to look and see him. There he is. So yeah, obviously if you set your buttons up right, you can just click it off. So you don't have to worry about it. But honestly, I think once you've had it and playing with it, I think for one, I'm going to keep it on. It's just to be able to look at the amount of shots that are coming my way is pretty freaking cool. And leaning forward to check things. I don't know, something about it. So that was Star Citizen's sort of inbuilt Tobii eye tracker. Clearly not as good, but it works and it's free. So if you haven't tried it, then I would give it a go, because I think I'm going to be using it from now on. It kind of gives that bit more immersion, and if you're trying to land somewhere, you can actually look down and give it a good eyes on. So let me know if this video helped. If it did, then please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, then obviously give it a thumbs down, and consider subscribing if you want to see more from me, and I will catch you guys in the next one.